This may be a reset. Yeah. That's a careful Pikachu. And resets take me a lot longer because I don't know my nature. Than they take a lot of people. Because most people get to see their Pikachu's nature or Eevee's nature 4 minutes in. I have to wait for 8 minutes. Since I don't look until I've beat Youngster Ronnie and I level up. Which is okay. I mean, it is definitely the fastest way to play through the game. It doesn't get me that unnecessary time loss. But I do know less information. I have to wait longer to reset. It's a trade-off. It's a trade-off that I'll always take because it really is only 4 extra minutes. Sorry, I just hit the mic right there. So yeah, I don't mind the trade-off. But at the same time, there are things like the characteristic that I just do not know. Maybe this time I'll actually name the rival correctly. That's alright though. Usually you can tell by the first, I don't know, 4 or 5 level ups if you have a good characteristic. By sometime in Mount Moon, I think. I always know. If not earlier. Like when I had the 82 attack Pikachu the other day, with the mild Pikachu, I knew pretty much right away that that thing had ridiculous attack. And last night I knew pretty much within the first 30 minutes at least that I had really high HP. So sometimes you do know. Sometimes you could tell. If it's special defense or defense, I'm never going to know because I don't look at my special defense or defense. I honestly have no idea what benchmarks I'm supposed to hit or how much damage things are going to do based on what I have. It's just a complete guess to me. I kind of estimate based on how much damage I'm taking from various attacks, but it honestly doesn't matter enough to really pay attention to too much. I don't know how to press the B button. Apparently that's very difficult for me. Anyway, usually the characteristic doesn't matter that much. Usually, as long as you have a good nature, you can get away with almost anything. And even if you have a bad nature, of course, you can get away with stuff. Oh, I forgot to look at that girl's face again, to see if her texture is wrong. Alright, try number 2 at Pikachu. We had a careful one last time, and this one is going to be not careful, hopefully. Hopefully not Rash either, because Rash is the opposite of careful. I'll obviously take Rash because it's plus special attack. But it's definitely the scariest of the plus special attack natures. Most likely to die on Misty, I suppose. I wonder if there's anything that you can do to lower the chance of Misty death with minus special defense. Or if it really is just, rely on the range. I mean, I guess you could do Nugget Bridge first. But at that point, you're eating probably 30 to 40 seconds of time loss, at least. Just to risk, or lower your chance of dying on one fight. That's probably not worth it. Realistically, you should just try to hit the range. Alright, this Pikachu is going to be the one. right here. She's gonna do everything she needs to. I talk so much about Pikachu doing the things she needs to and having good natures. Realistically, there's only about 4 battles that it matters on. The Jessie and James fights are a big deal, which is why plus special attack is so important. And why eventually I may reset for it. But really, I've had so many good Pikachus that didn't have any positive natures, that still got the 3-turn fights where needed. So I don't know. Realistically, maybe my chances aren't that bad, even if I don't start resetting for natures. I understand the idea behind resetting for natures because it does, hypothetically, a plus special attack Pikachu is the best. Let's not hit that Pidgey. I guess I didn't really need to hesitate there, but you always want to be a little bit careful. Pidgey's a lot better than Rattata, but my run, not this one, or yesterday's, but a couple nights ago, I caught a Rattata before Rival 1, which is kind of amusing. And that run ended up on world record pace until it died to Pidgeot, so. Maybe that's good luck. That being said, I'm never going to go out of my way to catch a Rattata early, or any Pokemon early, that is. Yeah, I think the really big thing, though, is I'm never going to go through a run as far behind on Pokemon count as I did yesterday. That was really bad. I had 28 Pokemon through the Pokeflute split, I believe. No, maybe I had a couple more there, but I just double crit this Eevee. Nice job, Pikachu. That's a great start. My second controller was not on, if you heard that noise. Had to get it ready for the rest of the run. Oh, see you later, Pidgey. I saw that Pidgey off in the corner of the screen. Flying off into the sky. Yeah, that was looking like an Eevee Rival 1 fight. Of course, you needed a double crit to do it, but still. I'm a little surprised he didn't actually see me before I talked to him. I also have no idea if that was plus special attack or not. Just because of those crits, it kind of throws you off your knowledge of damage ranges. It crit again. This Pikachu. It's just a crit machine. Neutral Pikachu though. So nothing special, just a lot of crits. This is probably the fastest start I've ever had. Through the first 2 trainers. Just because of those 3 crits. Like getting a 3-turn Rival and a 1-turn Ronnie. That's a little bit ridiculous. Ooh, let's not hit that Weedle. Alright, I think this run has been blessed with good luck, so... let's show it right here by getting yet another crit. The only thing that wasn't blessed with good luck was the fact that this Pikachu is neutral. It did get an attack AV though, which is nice. That's always encouraging, getting one right off the bat. Just improve our Starmie range right now. Yeah, like I'm almost 15 seconds ahead already. Obviously, that can all go away the moment we start catching Pokemon, but... hey, we can hope not. I managed to dodge that Weedle last second as well. Just keep myself in the running for a really good first split. Where are all the Pokemon up there? So I see that Weedle just spawned. I guess everything's just gonna spawn over here. That's fine. There's an Oddish up there that I can catch. Okay, Weedle's just not going to attack. That's interesting, but it's fine. No breakout either. That's always good. This is actually going to be a tight squeeze as I go through here on the way back. I do see that glowy Caterpie, so we are going to get that. That's nice. There's our Oddish. And yeah, this is just a super fast start. It's been really good. Alright, so... yeah, I would even take a Bulbasaur at this point because the start's been so fast, and just having that extra would be very nice to do. Or be a very nice thing to get. Like, I don't need the extra, obviously, but... after yesterday's run that had so few Pokemon in the middle. Yeah, good run going indeed. This is looking good to start. Alright, give me this glowy Caterpie. Let's just make sure we have tons of experience here. I hesitated there a second on the catch, so I decided to wait another cycle. So we lost a little bit of time on that Caterpie. Just a bit. Regardless though, look at this Pikachu, level 10 already. I guess that's not that special, because EV runs are always need to be level 10, so I shouldn't brag about that too much. Still though, I'll take it. Alright, Sammy, let's go. Maybe Pikachu can get yet another crit right here. It's already crit through 2 Pokemon, so... Oh, not quite. That almost just one-shot naturally. Which is pretty insane. I have seen the full Sword and Shield dex. Yeah. I looked through it pretty much the moment the whole thing was released. I don't remember every little detail about it, but I remember most of it. It was obvious Charizard was going to get special treatment the moment the first trailer came out with Leon. You knew just immediately from the moment it was kind of the big Pokemon in advertising. Charizard is probably Masuda's favorite Pokemon. There's no other explanation, right? Masuda just really likes Charizard. To be fair, Charizard is extremely popular, so it's not just Masuda that likes Charizard. But yeah. Does Masuda like bugs? There are a decent number of bug Pokemon. Oh, this Oddish is slow. Getting Pikachu hit like that. You know, it's funny, I've only used Garchomp, I think once, in-game. Obviously, in competitive, I've used it a ton, but... For whatever reason, Garchomp was never one of those Pokemon that I touched very much. I think I used the Garchomp in my Platinum original team. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, Gible evolves very early, for a pseudo-legendary especially. That makes it really usable, though. Like, every other pseudo kinda sucks to use in-game. I know in, I think, Ultra Moon, maybe? Or Ultra Sun, one of the two. I used the Tyranitar in my in-game playthrough. But, to be fair, the later gens, are balanced to give you much higher level Pokemon at the end of the game. So... And then we just don't talk about Hydreigon. Hydreigon doesn't even count. I do like Hydreigon as a Pokemon, but it's just so unusable in basically every circumstance. Goodra could also be really annoying to obtain if you didn't manipulate rain days, or didn't kind of know how rain days work in the game. At least in the original X and Y. I used the Goodra on my first X and Y team, so... I remember being stuck with a Sliggoo for a little while, because I was too stubborn to go look up how it evolves, or how to get rain to appear. I couldn't find any rain in my game. That was mostly just stubbornness, though. X and Y did give Talonflame and Azumarill in Route 1, which is ridiculous, right? But they didn't have good natures, so... Or not good natures, good abilities. Well, I guess Azumarill does, doesn't it? Does Marill get huge power in Route 1? I actually can't remember if huge power is a hidden ability or not. It is Thick Fat or huge power? Alright, that is a little bit ridiculous. I can't remember, was it Marill that spawned or Azurill? Because at least Azurill is a little bit annoying to evolve, although, not really. I'm going to have to go back through X and Y and see this. Also, I got Magikarp before 20 minutes. I guess that's not too insane, but this is a very good start. Well, I guess I only have 6 Pokemon. Yeah, but who wants Aqua Tail? Now that we have Liquidation available. I guess in X and Y it was a good option, wasn't it? Liquidation was such a nice thing for physical water types to get. Just a really great move in general. Although maybe it's even a little bit too good. Because it's got the defense drop on top of everything else. I guess Waterfall has a flinch chance, so that's also kind of good too. So everything has decent what am I trying to say? Secondary effects? Alright. Let's get ready to catch some Pokemon. My Pokemon count is low right now. That is one thing here. So hopefully we get everything we need. My Caterpie's also only level 7 here. So I actually really need to get everything I need. And that is definitely a good start. Definitely can't complain about that. Thank you, Clefairy. That's going to get me Metapod and Beedrill. Bulbasaur is dead. Not going to get a Bulbasaur in this run. I don't know why I even mark Bulbasaur as an optional. Because I never see Bulbasaur. Ooh, look at all that experience. I'm a full level ahead of where I want to be right now with Pikachu. But yeah, at least the thing with Talonflame. So I used Talonflame, I think. No, I did not use Talonflame on my first playthrough of X and Y. That's right. I was going to use Talonflame, but then I don't remember what I went with instead. I think I realized that it gets Gale Wings, and I was like, okay, I don't want to use this Flame Body Talonflame. This inferior ability. Alright, I'm sitting here spamming the B button, along with the A button. I should not do that. Canceling Caterpie's evolution would actually be bad at this point. Since I think it would not hit Butterfree if I did that. I'd have to go with Geodude on the Jesse and James fight instead, probably. I think Geodude is the best alternative, if you don't have Butterfree. Beedrill is definitely not the play. Oddish could be okay. Either way, hopefully Geodude and Paris spawn pretty quickly here. Or just at all. There's a Geodude. Just need Paris now. There it is. Nice. So we got everything we need. Nice, solid, fast Mount Moon. If I get Sandshrew and Mankey, everything will basically be perfect. Well, I also need to get through Misty safely. That's always a bit of a stretch, sometimes, when you don't have perfect Pikachus. This Pikachu might be good enough, I don't really know yet. From what I could tell, it only has 1 attack AV up to this point. Or, wait. No, maybe it had 3. It might have had 28 attack at level 11. I don't remember anymore. I think it was 28 instead of 26, though. So, alright, this Pikachu should just be good, then. It should just easily clear Misty. There was a little bit of hesitation there for me. We're gonna, unfortunately, learn the extra 3 moves on Butterfree. But I do want this experience on Pikachu, so... I think this is worth it. Oh, no, we're not going to get the extra 3 moves on Butterfree. Never mind. It's been a while since I missed the center on Geodude. Well, yeah, now we're definitely not going to get those extra moves on Butterfree. Alright, well. Solid early Mount Moon. Pretty solid, at least. I suppose I should wait until I get through Youngster Josh to really say that. Because Josh can occasionally cause some problems. Not today, though. Just gonna flinch. Yeah, it's amazing how much a glowing Clefairy just completely relieves any pressure that your run might be under in the early part of this area. Oh, there we go. There's a little mistake. That's okay. It happens. I had enough time to avoid that, so that's actually on me. That one's also on me, actually. So now the sloppiness is coming in. I'll try not to do that too much for the rest of the run. I suppose I could have caught that Zubat, but we don't have any extras yet, so... I don't think I want to catch a Zubat without extras. Good Hypnosis dodge. Alright, let's make sure I don't hit a third Pokemon. That'll start getting embarrassing. Some things in this little zone can be hard to dodge, but not here. I still don't want to hit any, obviously. It's less than ideal if I do. I would like to see all 3 extras, or optionals, in Route 4, actually. Sandshrew, Mankey, and Charmander. I would take every one of them. Just really get ourselves ahead of the ball. Or ahead of the curve. And hopefully soon I'll get to see what my attack is. But like I said, I think I'm plus 3 AVs at minimum. But I might be wrong. Because that headbutt damage doesn't look that great. Which is why I'm not completely sure. Hey Scraps, how are you doing? Yeah, that's encouraging that we took out the Magnemite. That makes me think that I do have very good attack. Or at least solid attack. Hey, there's a Chansey. Definitely don't need that right now. If it had a higher catch rate, then maybe. But obviously it does not. And if it wasn't going to level up Geodude and Butterfree to unnecessarily high levels, that's also a negative to it. Alright, that shouldn't do any significant damage. Actually, that's a pretty bad damage. Didn't even put Koffing into the red. Luckily, Butterfree can still take it out, but man. Alright, what's my attack? Show me something good. Alright, 37. That was our 4th AV right there, so... we got the Starmie. That was strange. I thought I got the double win over twice there. Do I know how to make a Crystal Speed Choice ROM? I do not know how to make it. I'm definitely not the right person to ask. I haven't done enough with the early generations of Pokemon in speedrunning. And kind of messing around with the ROMs. Are you in the Pokemon Speedruns Discord? Because they would probably be good people to ask. Or I'm sure someone in there would be able to answer it for you. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, sorry, I don't know how to do it. I've been meaning to learn kind of earlier generation games, but... yeah, that's what is used for randomizers, right? Or that's what the Pokemon speedrunning community uses for randomizers, I know. I imagine there's a guide somewhere out there. I just don't know exactly where it would be. What is it, the Dabomstu program that uses it, or that's used for the randomizers? Or is it some other one? Alright, let's start doing some cleanup on my tracker as well. No Mankey, no Sandshrew, so... it's gonna be one of those runs where I have to catch pretty much everything. Which is fine. I just don't want to put myself in the position I was yesterday. Where I actually have to catch everything. Okay, it's the Dabomstu one. I've seen it before, I don't actually know how it works. Hey Racist Velociraptor, how are you doing? Much worse after reading more Pokemon news. I mean, this is what people probably... what the Pokemon situation is now. Yeah, I won't say anything important, but nothing super surprising from things that have been announced throughout the cycle of news. I love being able to do this fight. Speed choice uses Sigwin. I actually do not know what that is, so yeah. Yeah, this Pikachu's attack is really nice. Its special attack is pretty bad, so. Either way, this is a really good start. I feel like we have a reasonable chance, depending on how Catch Luck goes, of course. So I've got to get everything I need in Rival 3 split. And hopefully an Abra as well. If I get an Abra, then we'll know we're really doing something good. Oh, that crit's actually bad, because now he's going to heal. Oh, and he might heal again. Nope, he doesn't heal again. Okay. I wasn't sure. I feel like I've seen trainers in this game heal twice. But probably not this rival fight. Maybe it's the next rival fight that can heal twice. Yeah, because I feel like the boat rival has healed Eevee twice, when I missed the range both times with double kick. He's probably not that rich though, yeah. Well, the thing is, he gave 5 potions to you at the start, or the player at the start of the game, so... He's out now. He spent all his money on me. I don't even use all the potions. I don't want to use 5 potions. I only want 4. You know when I used to... In the past, when I was running this game, I used to run out of potions all the time. And looking back, that's really strange to me, because I never use more than 4 now. And like, while my gameplay has gotten better, the strategies haven't changed on how to get through these fights. Like, I really shouldn't be running out of potions, or I should have never been running out of potions before. So what was I doing back then? Was I just like using potions to heal off very minimal damage? I must have been. Because that's one of those things that doesn't even make sense anymore. There's really no justifiable reason that I was running out. Even if you get poisoned a whole bunch, you still probably shouldn't run out. Yeah, it's probably... I was probably just healing off stuff that didn't matter. I think I always used a potion when I used the first lure in Mount Moon, regardless of whether I needed to or not. These days I pretty much only potion if I take like 15 damage on Brock, which pretty much never happens. Yeah, that's something that happens a lot in the new games, isn't it? You heal yourself, thinking that you're about to come into some big battle, and then suddenly... Just kidding, we're healing all your Pokemon. And it's not even for a great reason either that they heal all your Pokemon. You would think it's in preparation for a big fight or something, but usually it's just a random heal in the middle of the game. This game does it too, though. Like the Lorelei cutscene right before Rock Tunnel. That Lorelei cutscene heals you right before you fight the rocket. Did they need to put in a free heal there? No, there's a Pokemon Center like 2 feet in front of the rocket, so they could have let you go through that one last fight with whatever health you had left. But for whatever reason, nope, gotta have a free heal right there. That one's weird to me. I actually don't understand why that one exists. Where else are there free heals? There's a free heal, I think, somewhere in Viridian Forest. I don't actually know what triggers the free heal in Viridian Forest. But it occurs between the Pidgey trainer and the Metapod trainer. For some reason. It's not like any of your Pokemon actually take damage before that point either. So it doesn't really make sense for there to be a free heal there. Alright, I believe this is a low chance to kill. It might be a slightly higher chance to kill. I actually don't know because I didn't look at my attack stat at level 17. So we either just hit a 5/16 range or a 10/16, sorry. If I was actually paying attention, I'd know which one. But I was not, so... This time is really solid. I'm going to be quite a bit ahead, actually. Obviously, we shouldn't get too excited until we actually get into the heavy catching part of the run, but... for now, things are looking good. Alright, let's help out our good friend Bill. Who actually doesn't give us too much value, but... I suppose he's required for the story, so we have to go through him. I've realized that I forgot my water today. I'm sitting here all thirsty. With just no way to deal with it, but that's okay. Yeah, if you could grab me some water, that'd be great. Oh, if only you could do it. This is where I need the stay hydrated bot that some streamers have. I'd be breaking the stay hydrated bot rules though. Alright, keep going, Joy-Con. You can do it. Don't conk out of me now. The travel time is 3 days. Good, you'll be here for, well, in 3 days and 5 hours, I'll be asleep. Most likely. Unless something really weird is happening. Maybe not. Well, I don't know what... If I get the record in the next 3 days, maybe I'll be doing some fun run that day. Not that this is not a fun run. But when I say fun run, I mean just something different than what I have here. If I'm asleep, you're pouring the water on me. Please don't. I don't need water poured on me. It's too cold for that. If it was the summer, that would be a more reasonable thing, at least. Every time winter comes around, I wish I lived back in the South, or in the southern US at least, where things are nice and warm all year round. Being in the cold constantly is a little bit frustrating. California is definitely nice and warm. You love going from cold to hot. See, I would just prefer if everything was nice and warm all the time. I know how to menu. Texas feels like everything's on fire all the time. I mean, California occasionally felt like that too. But I was okay with it because I would rather have that than be freezing all the time. That throw did not even look close to correct, but it still managed to hit the excellent somehow. I learned in my practice a couple nights ago that an excellent one-controller throw can actually fail to catch Pidgey. Which was very eye-opening to me. I completely blew that Abracatch. Okay. I'm gonna go back for Jigglypuff. In the hope that a Growlithe spawns in the way. I didn't even notice the Abra, that's why that was a problem. If I would have seen that, I would have caught it for sure. Oh, we got an attack on Jigglypuff. Yeah, I hope we're going to see 2 more Abras. That one's annoying because that was avoidable. I could have caught that Abra for sure. Oh well. This is going to be a slightly slow Route 6. We're probably going to give up most of the advantage here. If not just all of it. Alright, I'm going to need to get a Growlithe on the way back. So we are going to buy an extra lure and lure early. It's always a bit weird to do that. But I think it's necessary here. So, once again, you should never get too excited about good times until you kind of get through these really tough catching sections of the run. From Cerulean to Rival 4. Because that's where you get most of the Pokemon. Missing out on Abra there is not the end of the world, but it is not great, of course. I also think I only have 2 potions left, so most likely I'm going to have to Super Potion my Pikachu after this fight, instead of normal potion. Not that that matters too much. That's a very minor difference. Yeah, let's just say after that area, though, I'm glad that I was ahead. Because we're no longer going to be ahead here. So this is an interesting scenario, because my attack is probably high enough on this Pidgeotto to at least have a chance to kill it, but I don't think it's worth it. I don't think the range is quite good enough. It's close. Like, I feel pretty confident I'll get this double kick range. Nice flinch. Alright, so despite everything ahead, I am quite a bit ahead. Or, everything I said, I am quite a bit ahead here. Like, this does feel pretty good. Well, I say I'm quite a bit ahead. I'm really probably only 15 to 20 seconds ahead, realistically. Especially since I'm going to need to do another menu. But that's still something. We would definitely be in a more comfortable place. Maybe not more ahead, but more comfortable if we caught that Abra. That captain said goodbye for now. He's never going to see us again. Well, until the next run, but that's not even the same captain. That's a whole new world. On the bright side, I hope everyone likes green splits, because we have a lot of them here. This is probably the most green that my splits have been in a while. And it's one of the first times that they're green and also actually ahead. In a little while. Well, in like 2 nights. I suppose I shouldn't act like every one of my runs has been bad lately, because they haven't. I'm going to buy 1 extra lure so I can use one right here. And still feel comfortable. No idea what that was. That really weird quick L press. There's my Growlithe. I actually do need to wait for Growlithe here. Like, it is actually required, as weird as it is. Because Pidgeotto actually just loses so much time in Route 9. Shrek is being rebooted? Really? I don't want to see Shrek being rebooted if that's actually true. Shrek was perfect the way it was. At least for the first couple movies. I don't think they could ever recapture that. Obviously, I'll be happy to be proven wrong, but I'd be stunned if it's possible to kind of reboot that fairly and in a way that actually is satisfying. I mean, there's no question that Shrek in its current state is quite bad. But I also don't think that rebooting it really solves any problems. Because it's never going to be the original Shrek. I forgot that I had a lure wearing off. It's never going to recapture... Well, I mean, obviously there are exceptions to the rule, but it almost never recaptures the magic of the original when you reboot something like that. Shrek lived because it was such a unique and unusual idea, and it was executed very well. The chance of doing that again, especially when the idea is not original and unique anymore, is very low. So, I wouldn't expect great things. I'm certainly not expecting great things. Thank you for the good luck, Valaxor. It was going good for a while. But, Route 6 happened, as it often does. So now it's just okay. It's back at one of the points. I accidentally let an Aber run away. And I'm paying very dearly for that mistake. Well, I say I accidentally let it run away. I scared it away accidentally because I didn't see it quickly enough. It was in a good spot too. Yeah, I talked about that really early in this run, that I need to be really careful about continuing the runs way too far. So I'm going to try to be a little bit more aggressive about resetting. I'm going to try to channel my inner Ecchi. Uh-oh. We got a bad Growlithe. A bad Growlithe who burned the Gloom and still got the 2-turn fight. Yeah, you can clip whatever you want. I think Ecchi's reset mentality kind of goes in the opposite extreme of what mine is. I'm too lenient on my runs, and Ecchi might reset too often. I don't know. There is some merit to resetting every time that you have a bad run, or you have things go wrong. Yeah, I try to reset very little. Because there's, well, it's hard to say. There's some extent where people don't, or it's frustrating to reset over and over again. At the same time, it's also kind of annoying to deal with runs, or it can get frustrating to deal with runs where you have no chance and you're relying on desperate measures to stay alive. But yeah, I hate resetting too. I try to reset as little as possible. The thing about this game is there's always going to be about 2 to 2.5 minutes that you're just going to lose because nothing's going to be perfect when you play the game. It's just the nature of the game, right? Catches are going to cause problems for you. You pretty much never do and finish your runs 5 minutes ahead. See, that's the problem, though. And that's the kind of thing that can happen. Now, right here, this is unfortunate because we got a lot of really bad spawns. I also do that constantly. It seems to be this split specifically that I do that on. Just with all the Pokemon. They'll make me think that they're not going to attack, and then, boom. They attack on the second cycle like they always do. And for some reason I never learn that that's exactly what's going to happen each time. You stopped running the one game you were running because it felt like someone had a time that was impossible to beat? Yeah, I definitely understand that. It can make it tough to run against, or to really want to run, when it seems like an impossible goal. In the end, that just depends on what you want out of speedrunning. See, I was just talking about how these Pokemon always bait me and always attack on the second cycle, and then I was patient on the second cycle on this Nidoran, and it didn't attack. How are you supposed to ever guess what to do on these Pokemon? I know back in the day, I killed glitched Minecraft for a while. People pretty much stopped running after I got a 407. Then the new seed came out, and then everyone started running again, because the new seed was way faster. Alright, at least one Pokemon. Man, this is not a good Route 9. Or Route 10, whatever route this is. Still need 2 more Pokemon here. I'm getting a lot of glowing Pokemon. Actually, yeah, all 3 of these were glowing. Does Gungeon have seeds? Does Gungeon have a racing mod? Because I know Binding of Isaac has a racing mod. That I think is pretty much used exclusively now. That's nice. That's a good spawn. There we go. Got baited by the second cycle again, and then I did the thing I do a lot of times when I try to get an attack in, or a ball in. Luckily I got rewarded for my insolence there. Yeah, let's go Krabby. You can't access seeds in Gungeon without mods. Come on, Krabby. There are already 3 Pokemon spawned right now, so kinda any other Pokemon is a bonus. Oh yeah, that is a Kingler. Oh, good old Kingler. I'm still really tempted to do Kingler runs at some point. I don't know how viable that would ever be. Probably not. I could skip Kingler if it doesn't spawn. Nope, no Kingler. Alright. If I get world record, I should do one tomorrow. I mean, I'd have to route it first. There are a lot of good crab Pokemon. Well, okay. I say there are a lot of good crab Pokemon. Crabominable looks a little weird. I was never quite sure how to feel about Crabominable's little hair thing. Dex number has definitely been leaked. Yeah. Alright, hang on. Crabominable. Thank you for the good luck, Webs 2D. We have a good run going. Alright, wait, what other crab Pokemon are there? Oh yeah, there's the Pokeball Plus. Is there going to be a Pokeball Plus for Sword and Shield? Like a separate one? Alright. That is about the worst Pokemon that could have spawned right in front of me. But that's okay. Nope, just, yeah, Onyx does love spawning in front of you. I never bought the original Pokeball Plus. I actually don't have Mew in this game. Because I didn't want to fork out $40 extra when I was already paying Or just for a Mew, basically. I don't care about Mew that much. Oh my gosh, Onyx. Please stop. Anything but Onyx. I'm gonna get that Charmander. I'm gonna regret it, but I'm gonna get it. I also got the bad Machop. Yeah, saving Mew for the Sword and Shield might have been better. I mean, you can always transfer it out of Let's Go. Alright, so Charmander's going to make up for Krabby here. And it's going to give me some leniency. I don't know that this is the right decision. I could be wrong getting Charmander. But I'm going to do it anyway. Charmander sucks about half the time. Charmander really likes breaking out of balls. I'm gonna wait for this. Nope. That was not quite correct to wait. Like, see, it's still an orange catch. That's the problem here. It's not a yellow or a red or a green, it's orange. So it breaks out quite a bit. Luckily, it did not. See, Charmander's easy. No problems at all. Exactly, easy every time. I feel like for some reason Charmander breaks out a lot less if you see it in Route 3 or Route 4. I don't know how the catch mechanic works in this game, like formula-wise. It seems different than some of the older games, but I don't have anything to back that up with. Well, it has to be different because there's the circle that closes in, but... And there's raspberries and stuff like that. But as much as I've looked, I've never been able to actually figure out what the actual formula is. Which is frustrating, I want to know. I want to kind of be able to back up my decisions with math. That way when people criticize me, I could be like, just look over there at the math. Everything's good. Charmander's probably not a good play most of the time. This time is probably included. It's probably still not a good play here. Yeah, it's Feelycraft. We feel like something's gonna work, so we go for it. And that's why I caught Charmander. I felt like it was a good decision here. It actually just makes my catch count really reliable right now. Thanks for the good luck, Jordan. I just caught a Charmander first ball, so... Yeah, Zubat, Cubone, Rhyhorn, Graveler. There's Graveler. There's like 3 Gravelers. Oh my gosh, I actually got the excellent. I thought I was actually late there. I'm just gonna say that was perfect timing, not in very close decision. I guess it was technically perfect timing, so... Yeah, I thought it was late. I tried to go for the well-timed throw after the attack, and I had way less of a window than I thought I did. I think that was about perfect timing, yeah. I'll take it. Like I said, it's good. Alright, 3 catches left. Ooh, that was definitely a crit. I could tell when the damage was coming in. Luckily, I got the revenge crit. Take that, Kangaskhan. This is the one good thing about getting Charmander in Rock Tunnel. Despite the fact that it's a hard catch, unlike when you get it in Route 3 and Route 4, this one evolves in one level, which is really good. So we get the nice, fast Charmeleon. 2 Pokemon that we don't normally have. Yeah, if you can consistently catch it, Charmander is definitely better than Cubone and Machop. There's another Onix. That's just a Graveler. That's another Golbat. Seen a lot of Golbats here. Yeah, just constant Golbats. So still need Cubone, Zubat, and Rhyhorn. There's Zubat. If I can actually run into it. This is also the first Nanite Berry I've had to use. So it'll be funny if Zubat breaks out after Charmander was first ball. It didn't, though. Honestly, catch luck in this run has been really solid. Nope, that's a Zubat again. For some reason, I saw the kind of small Pokemon appear and I thought it might be a Cubone, so I had to check. I'm still just a bit nervous about the lack of Cubone. It's not that important anymore, but I'd rather have it, obviously. Everyone needs more Cubone. Actually, I don't want to have anything to do with Cubone in this game. I do know the innuendo that you had there, by the way. Needing more Cubone in your life. That didn't fly over my head, don't worry. I just want a Cubone so it can evolve into a Marowak, and I heard the Cubone. I was already going down the ladder, though. It's fine. There's another one right over there, so we're still fine. I potentially should have healed here. Because if I get burned, this could be slightly annoying. I didn't get burned, though. I'm gonna need to heal before the rival fight, most likely. I'm not 100% confident that Pikachu is going to take out the Pidgeotto on the rival fight here, because it's kind of low level. So safety is a good thing. Yeah, I thought I saw Cubone sitting there in the fog. It's hard to tell sometimes, because Cubone is so small. If Cubone was just slightly bigger, it would be so much easier to work with. I would love to see a Wailord in a Gen 3 Let's Go. They'd probably scale it down way too much, though. They'd almost certainly scale it down way too much. No Rhyhorn, just about 5 Onyxes. So I suppose I should have caught an Onyx to ride, I guess, right? Yeah, Onyx really wants to be the ride Pokemon right now. They just want to put as many humanoid Pokemon in the game as possible. A lot of the recent designs have been very, bipedal at least. Game Freak does love their bipedal designs. Alright, I'm gonna heal, I think. Just because I don't know what Pikachu's special attack is. It's not that great. So I suppose while I'm in the heal menu, I might as well do this. There we go. Who needs to cancel lures? I actually didn't cancel that lure kind of on purpose, because I was hoping a Rhyhorn would spawn right at the end, but no luck there. We're just going to play Rhyhorn free. That means I'll lose quite a bit of time on the next split. Because I gotta get Arcanine. And honestly, I'm probably losing time on this split as well, since I need to, or since I didn't have a ride Pokemon the whole time. Alright, I'm guessing I also get Golbat right here. Alright, Pidgeotto. Very good. Let's see if Pikachu actually knocks this out, because I'm kind of thinking the answer is no. But I could be wrong. I might have better special attack than I think. Oh no, I got it. There we go. Never mind, Pikachu's great. I shouldn't underestimate my own Pokemon so much. I'll be curious to see what that range actually was later on. Actually, I guess we'll just see right now. What was your special attack, Pikachu? Oh, 56. Never mind. That was like a 15/16th range. We were fine. So we're going to lose a little bit more time on the goal time in this split, and on the next split because I have to get Arcanine, but we're still doing fine. There's definitely nothing super negative about where things are. Will I get Abra if it appears? Yes, absolutely. Since I'm going into Route 8 as well, or since I'm going to the grass at Route 8, I have a better chance of seeing it. I also have to keep in mind that technically I'm a Pokemon, or I'm in an odd number of Pokemon, which is a slight miscue. Because I don't have Rhyhorn, so I'm only at 49 planned right now. Usually I try to be at an even number at this point. On the plans, at least. Most of that situation is just the fact that Rhyhorn didn't spawn, though. That's honestly probably my fault, because I keep planning Rhyhorn and Arcanine. I shouldn't do that. I should plan one or the other. I guess I could have kept the lure up for a little bit longer in an attempt to pick up Abra here. But it's fine. If Abra doesn't appear, it doesn't appear. There are a lot of single Pokemon that I can catch later to make up for the difference here. And realistically, we'll be fine. Like I said, I should lose time on this split just because, yeah. I don't have Rhyhorn, so I have to go get Arcanine. But it'll all be worth it. I don't mind losing time here. Alright, see you later, Clefairy. No metronome for you. Imagine how good this run would have been had I gotten... Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. Imagine what would have happened if I saw the Abra at first. Okay. Or if I would have captured the Abra in Route 6, because I wouldn't have had a Growlithe. So I wouldn't have had anything to evolve here. That might have actually been really bad. Why is it so hard to use a Firestone? I have no idea why that was so confusing for me right there. Yeah, the situation where you don't have Growlithe or Rhyhorn is actually really scary. It can happen. And there was a chance it would happen right here. Or it could have happened right here. So I'm glad we actually got Arcanine. Even if I don't know how to menu correctly to get to Arcanine. Obviously. Based on what I was just doing right there. Alright, same thing. I will get Abra if I see it. Arcanine is faster than Rhyhorn. I don't actually know if it's faster in the run, though. Just because you have to go through that bush to get it, and get it back into the party, and Firestone. So it might be faster. It's... Honestly, I haven't timed everything out. It's really hard to tell. Because there's a lot of little things. In the past, most of my Arcanine runs have been slower than Rhyhorn runs. But I was more inexperienced when I was doing Arcanine more often, too. Yeah, it is definitely hard to time. Like, I definitely probably should time it at some point. But I'm probably not going to. So, yeah. I'm almost certainly always going to go for Rhyhorn if it's available to me. Right now. But that's still just kind of a feel thing, so... I could easily be wrong. Hang on. Now that I think about it. I'm gonna have to heal Pikachu here. I don't know if it can take a Psybeam. Unfortunately. Hey Nidoking, what's your attack? 65, nothing that great. When I get a chance to show that paper that I just pulled out, I will. Yeah, I would definitely have to time it a lot to get closer to the actual answer. At this point, I'm probably not going to do it. I'll let someone else play out the work for that one. Like I said, all my Rhyhorn runs tended to be faster than my Arcanine runs. That may just be coincidence, but... And it may just be how I played in the past. But I generally feel like Rhyhorn is better. Because there's more to just the ride Pokemon speed. You have to go into that area to get an extra Firestone. I'm not even going to heal that off. I don't need to heal that. Yeah, I'll show off that piece of paper I just pulled off in a minute. It's a bunch of timings I did for that split. I don't know what it means anymore because it was kind of a while ago when I did it. For this split, that is, the Giovanni 1 split. And I don't know how accurate it is. Because just looking at it, my Giovanni 1 times were 1632 on one run, and 1828 on the other. So, I don't know how clear this is to the camera, but... So I have kind of paid attention to the split. By the way, I do know that X-attacking this fight is kind of overkill. You definitely don't need to X-attack it. It's still a 3-turn fight unless your Nidoking's really bad and doesn't take out the Rattata. The one thing I do like about X-attack is, first of all, it guarantees the Rattata, which is not always guaranteed. It also guarantees the Voltorb, and it prevents poison on Voltorb, which can actually be annoying when it happens. I still don't think I do that menu quite correctly. There's got to be some little improvement I can do to make it better. Yeah, Jigglypuff. We need Jigglypuff here. Or, I guess I should have used Paris, because Paris was in slot 7. Paris would have been nice and more convenient. But we need to draw a poison attack away from Jesse and James. No, this doesn't live like the Clefairy. So, Clefairy starts with much higher happiness than Jigglypuff, which actually makes a huge difference in getting things like living forever. That was actually something that people researched after the Etiquette Clefairy situation. Yeah, Clefairy's base happiness is like 120 or something, and Jigglypuff's is 70. Paris's is also like 70. So Clefairy loving the trainer too much is actually a big problem. That's why I almost never use Clefairy. I will go out of my way to use Jigglypuff or Paris. It was really funny. Oh, the quirks of this game. Power of Love is so strong. Power of Love is still the best mechanic in the game. Hey, we want our Pokemon to be clingy. The clingier Starmie is, the better it is. Except when it complains about being in red HP. Then being clingy costs us some time. Yeah, higher crit chance is good. Higher crit chance doesn't matter much in the speedrun, just because we're usually boosting ourselves up to levels where we don't need crits anyway, but in the normal game, I definitely noticed it a ton. I noticed it especially when I played either Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon. I can't remember which game I played first. But my Primarina, by the end, was just dominating. Just critting everything, surviving everything. Never keeping its status effects. It's one of those crazy mechanics out there that I don't know that's actually really a good thing to have, but, well, as long as it stays out of competitive, I don't really care if it exists in the main game. It's fun, at least a little bit. There's also the random dodges. Those don't show up in the speedrun because we don't have that high of happiness. Alright, so this Pikachu's not that great, unfortunately. So this will be a 4-turn fight, for sure. Unless I crit. This Pikachu has crit a lot throughout the run. That Pikachu had no chance, though. I don't even know if a crit would have taken that Arbok out, just looking at the damage. This is the kind of scenario where we get poisoned again immediately by the next sludge. Every time Wheezing Toxic's turn 1. Maybe not every time, but it's just the kind of thing that you expect to happen. Luckily, I did not speak it to life. I shouldn't be jinxing myself like that. I got the paralysis on both Pokemon. So that was a really good fight. For a 4-turn. I'll take that. Well, it wasn't a really good fight, but it was a decent fight for a 4-turn. The fact that I don't need to heal after it is also really nice. Because a lot of the time you need to heal after that fight. Alright, let's go, Archer. Yesterday, Archer caused me a lot of problems. Or, not yesterday, because yesterday didn't finish, but 2 days ago, Archer caused me a bunch of problems. Made the run a lot worse than it was. Okay, let's make sure we use the correct move here. The one that... I'm bad at using the joystick. Do I need to heal Nidoking here? I don't think I do. Yeah, Nidoking's fine. It's not going to die to Persian. Not at this super high HP. Oh, there's another thing that Arcanine is bad about. Or that's bad about Arcanine. Is that Arcanine gains a lot more levels because it's lower level than Rhyhorn. So that's something. Alright, so I'm still a bit behind the goal time, but it's not bad. We're not getting Abra, so I'm still 1 Pokemon behind. If I would have got a Mankey or a Sandshrew earlier, or that Abra. It's fine, though. We're still in a good shape. Yeah, I'm slowly slipping behind the goal time a little bit more. It's hard to keep up with that split. I've realized over time that my goal time might be just slightly overzealous. Look at that damage on double kick, though. This Pikachu actually has pretty high attack. It's nothing like the monstrous attack I had the other day. The 82, or whatever it was. But I think I'm over 70 at least. Which for a neutral Pikachu is pretty good. Yeah, PB split wasn't that good. I think that PB... Well, no, PB might have got Arcanine. I don't know. PB obviously caught something there, or evolved something, but it also wasn't very good for the rest of it. I think that's the Arcanine time loss, though, for the most part. And the slight problem on the Archer fight that I had. Continuously pressing back. That cost me a little time here. Yeah, the thing about Arcanine is I don't know that we use it long enough to really feel the full benefit from it. And I think that's the problem with Arcanine. I overshot that. I think that's the first time I've ever overshot Lavender Town. Especially since it's just a straight shot. Oops, I accidentally dismounted on that girl. That girl right there at the base of this tower is the cause of more dismounts than any other trainer in this game, I would say. Because you have to go past her twice, and both times are kind of annoying. It is worth noting that my goal time didn't catch a Pokemon in that split, whereas I got Arcanine, so. I didn't lose as much time as it looks like I did. Just doing a really quick count of what I need to catch here. Ghastly is good. I went for Ultra Balls this time. I'm trying not to use Great Balls on Ghastly as much as possible because Ghastly occasionally causes problems for me. It's one of those Pokemon I really don't like catching. Also, why was that Ghastly so fast? That Ghastly looked like it was really moving. Nice movement. Didn't even talk to her. Just walked straight in her face. Alright. Solid split so far. So I'm going to need to catch one extra Pokemon, because I haven't gotten any extras earlier, and because I didn't catch any of those Onyxes, very stubbornly, right? I'm trying to decide what I think the best catch would be. It's probably just Tentacool, to be honest. Although Gloom might not be a bad choice either. I could catch a Gloom if I saw one. Tangela I probably don't want to. Gloom is in that grass in Route 21. I mean, realistically, I shouldn't catch those. Realistically, I should just catch Tentacool. Or Magmar or something. I don't want to get Eevee. Eevee's kind of unreliable. Eevee breaks out a lot. Yesterday I had an Eevee that broke out twice, so... Which isn't too bad, but you don't want Pokemon to break out twice if you can avoid it. Tentacool could do that too, because Tentacool's annoying, but... I think Tentacool is still more reliable by far than Eevee. Man, there was no shortage of Ghastly today. Sometimes Ghastly's a huge problem, and just doesn't spawn, but... It was everywhere here. By the way, this is where we should give back some time to PB. Because this Pikachu, first of all, does not have plus special attack. And also, I caught another Pokemon in this split. So... yeah. We should give time back. That's the moral of that story. I also have an extra X attack for some reason. Apparently I didn't use enough throughout the run. Alright, let's Super Potion up. No problem so far. Pikachu is just going to hit level 30 after it's done fighting. Unfortunately. Nidoking hits level 30 now. Nidoking's slightly faster than Pikachu, I guess. And Arcanine's growing more levels? Yeah, okay. No power of love. Alright. That's fine. We are through with this split. Well, mostly through with it. Yeah, that is one thing. All my goal time splits are designed around Pikachu that can 3-turn all these fights. Which is good in some ways and bad in others. It makes it hard to run against, but... like, I know my PB also 3-turned all the Jesse and James fights, so... I kind of have to accept that that's something that needs to happen sometimes. Anyway, I'm losing quite a bit more time on this split, apparently. Perhaps the Ghastly catch was also slow here? I don't know. It's funny how much a mediocre Pikachu, though, makes a difference as you go down the run. I didn't lure. Whoops. Alright, gonna have to lure on an extra menu. Which is fine. Not that big of a deal. I believe I'm not missing anything up there. So that's good. I think we pretty much have all the catches that I'm expecting. I think if I didn't need Tentacool, this would be in a perfect position almost. Obviously, I do need a Tentacool, but... Man, imagine if I didn't. There is a Dodrio up there. Let's hope that's the only Dodrio that spawns. And that we get a very quick glowing Doduo. Doesn't even need to really be glowing, just needs to be a Doduo. See you later, Snorlax. That could have been my 50th catch. Obviously not a good one, but... Hey, that Dodrio is without a lure, too. Because I don't have lures up right now. That extra menu is always embarrassing when you have to do it. Because all I have to do to avoid that is play slightly better. I don't know why I picked up the Super Lord. That's actually completely unnecessary here. I'll go for that chance on Ponyta every time. I know I maybe shouldn't all the time, but I think it's worth throwing the immediate ball. Alright, here's our Rapidash. Very good. Just the Pokemon I needed. Alright, just Doduo and Psyduck left. Hopefully Doduo comes first. I do need both of them, so hopefully they both show up at some point. Or I probably need both of them. My life will be easier if I get both of them. I'm not going to wait for either one. There's a Doduo. So yeah, I'm not going to wait for Psyduck, but obviously I want it. Perhaps I should stop throwing into these first cycle attacks. Doduo and Ponyta are both Pokemon that don't attack on the first cycle that much, but they do quite a bit, so... I've wasted a few Ultra Balls now. I've already used 5. With still 4 catches to go. So kind of a waste, but whatever. I'm gonna have to Great Ball something at the end. Probably Grimer. Get out of here, please, Pidgeotto. Get out of here, please, Pidgeotto. I wonder if that lure is going to refresh by the time I get back to the end of this area. Not getting Psyduck is quite a bit scarier than I would have liked. Catch plan now is probably Magmar, but I don't know for sure. It could be a lot of different things. Maybe I should have caught one of those Pidgeottos, as bad as it is to catch an extra Pokemon. No, I should never catch Pidgeotto, that's wrong. There's enough Pokemon that we can catch up here. It's just a little sketchy. But the sketchiest thing that I did was still, I think it's still the fact that I used too many Ultra Balls. Yeah. I do have a Super Lure still, so... Alright, Gloom. I have no idea between Tangela and Chansey which catches easier. I don't think I've ever actually caught a Tangela. At least in an any percent run. I have caught it in all obtainable Pokemon once, so... Yeah, we got ourselves a Wiggly-Woo. I still have no idea if that was correct over Chansey, but it's fine. It worked. We got what we needed out of it. So now I just need to get my Staryu and my Tentacle. Yeah, exactly. It's better to be lucky than good. I mean, that was an orange catch. It was probably the same as Chansey, honestly. And now my party will be ready for the last 3 Pokemon as well. Get ourselves a quick Tentacool. Hopefully this works. Tentacle can sometimes be annoying, even with the excellence. It was not that time, but... I've been frustrated by Tentacles before. No, this is feeling pretty solid, though. I don't know that the time's going to be perfect, and obviously we still need to get Staryu. If Staryu doesn't spawn, or if it's bad, then that's still a bad thing, but... If this split time looks good, we'll definitely keep going all the way through. And this will be the run for the night. Alright, Staryu and Grimer. There's Staryu. I'm gonna go get that. I know I'm doing a lot of backtracking here, but... It's just an okay Staryu. We'll take it. Stats, like I said, they're okay, so... Oh, I saw that Pokemon, like the tip of it spawning. But I wasn't sure what it was, because it didn't make a sound. It was a Staryu, though, so I should have gone for that one. That's okay. We don't need to make perfect plays all the time. Our Staryu is probably better than that guy's at least. Alright, let's get the Great Balls out. Let's get the Raspberries out. And let's get a catch. Please get in the Great Ball. It's a Great Ball, so it has to go in, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, we're doing fine on time. We're gonna have to look at Staryu here, obviously, but as long as Staryu is good, or at least decent, it doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be solid. Okay, let's go in the correct way. Let's also put Staryu in front, not Grimer. Alright, this is a slow Staryu. Its special attack is okay. But it is very slow. In fact, I think it underspeeds Ninetales coming up here. So we may be in a slight amount of trouble on this next fight, or on the Blaine fight. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, 118 special attack is perfectly fine. It's not the greatest special attack in the world, but we can work with it. I don't have a lure up, right? I don't think I do. I'm pretty sure I canceled them. I have no idea why I picked up the super lure earlier. It was just complete overkill. Yeah, actually, looking at this time, it's not great. It's merely okay right now, I think. Okay is still good, obviously, but... yeah, what a strat right there, right? Destroy the dude with the support trainer. Watch Dodrio just die. Luckily, Rapidash leveled up before I bring it back out right here. So we don't have to waste time on the on-screen level up. Alright. Well, like I said, we'll see what the Blaine time is. I'm even on Pokemon, so... whatever time we have here is actually a legitimate time. Like I said, we should underspeed both Ninetales and Rapidash, I think. It's a little bit unfortunate that we have such a slow Starmie, but... okay. Not even close. I've always been really bad at this movement in this room. You think I would have practiced it and actually got it down at some point, but I never have. Never got it down, that is. I've practiced it a little bit, but probably not enough to honestly get what I need to out of it. So I always miss that cycle, almost. I've hit it every once in a while, but... Anyway, let's go to quiz time. Let's just make sure we don't get anything wrong here. I should know all the answers to all the questions at this point, right? You think after 160 runs, at least half of which have... Well, maybe not half of which. At least probably a quarter of which have gotten to this point. I should probably know how the quiz time answers go. Although, so right here, it looks like another run that's pretty close to even on the Blaine split with PB. I've had a lot of runs that are close to even with Blaine, or with PB. So I'll definitely take those. That being said, just because of the circumstances of this Starmie's stats, we might be in a little bit of trouble. Because I really do believe I'm going to outslow everything here. I guess we won't know for sure until I actually see it, but... the speed stat didn't look very good. Let's put it that way. I know for sure I'm going to underspeed Rapidash. It's Ninetales I'm questionable on. I don't think I'm in Fire Blast range. Obviously, I could be wrong, but... I'm confident that Starmie will live this. Yeah, I was fine. Yeah, so once again, just barely ahead at Blaine. I feel like I've had this situation a couple times recently. So, in this situation where I'm barely ahead at Blaine, but I only have 5 HP, I do want to heal here. The Raichu on Lieutenant Surge's gym does have Quick Attack. I've never seen it use Quick Attack, but I don't want it to start now. So we're going to do the healing menu right now. Him using Quick Attack might just be a myth, but it's not a myth I'm willing to risk the run on. Not yet. Maybe one day. It's not like Bruno's Hitmonlee and Feint, where I think Hitmonlee using Feint actually is a myth. I've never seen that Hitmonlee use Feint. Well, okay. That's not true. I have seen Hitmonlee use Feint. But never when I'm actually at low health when it can kill Starmie. Bigfoot is real. You can't crush my dreams like that. It's more real than Hitmonlee killing Starmie on Bruno with Feint when I'm at under 15 health. Alright, so I believe I'm going to gain some time here on PB just because I'm not going to have a Tentacool evolve. I don't think Tentacool evolves until probably the next split on this run. Yeah, it's probably the next split. So my goal time splits are still a little bit weird going forward. There are some splits that are faster than others. And some splits, I don't know, don't seem quite right to me. But they probably should be close enough, hopefully. Anyway, we're still only 26 seconds behind the goal time. I think my goal time is probably about 10 seconds faster than it needs to be. It probably should be closer to 3:03:30. There's one split that's a little bit faster than I think it usually ever ends up being on the goal time splits, so... Alright, take Thunderbolt. So, Tentacruel and Muck. So out of curiosity, does anyone remember how far ahead I was at this point 2 days ago? I feel like I was about the same spot, like 9 seconds ahead at Blaine. And that run ended up on good pace, and it had a bad Archer fight too. And bad Koga. You have memory of a Magikarp? That's alright, I think I remember. I think I had a bad Archer and bad Koga, and I was still on record pace by about 30 seconds. No, about 10 seconds, sorry. Not about 30 seconds. So, assuming this run is similar, it should end up in the same type of place. One thing I am slightly worried about is there is a potential that Starmie underspeeds the Pidgeot in the Rival 5 fight. So if it uses Sand Attack, I'll have to think about what to do. Like whether it's worth using an X accuracy, wasting a turn for an X accuracy, that is. Obviously, we'll come to that situation when it actually happens, but I should probably at least have a plan in mind for if that occurs. Because I know it's a very realistic possibility. That's a future me problem, though. We shouldn't worry too much about what future me has to deal with. We shouldn't worry about that until we get through Archer. Let's put it that way. And we're not quite there yet. The one thing we need to worry about here is if we underspeed Pidgeot on Rival 5. Because it can potentially Sand Attack, and that could be very annoying. And potentially dangerous, if it happens. I expected that time save right there because I used super potions on the previous menu. So we should gain those 2 seconds on Erica. Everything for the rest of the run should match up, though. So it's all going to be kind of like a 1-to-1 correlation. That's not exactly the right term, but everything should be basically the same between this run and the PB run. From this point forward. Oh, except that PB had 47 Pokemon at this point, instead of 46. So, really the runs are still about even like they were at Blaine. At least that's what I think they should be. We are less than 50 minutes away, though. Or, well, okay. Approximately 53 minutes away from the end of this run. We're getting closer. Another run on good pace with a mediocre Pikachu, too. Which is really nice. It really drives home the point that you don't really need a good Pikachu to get a great run here. Or a solid run, at least. That's mostly encouraging for me because it means that I don't have to necessarily reset for good natures all the time. I still will do that if we get to crunch time, but resetting for natures is always, it's more annoying than anything. And since we don't have to do it in this game, I want to cling on to the not doing it as much as possible. Yeah, I'll have to think about that possibility that Pidgeot outspeeds us. Because if it does, I should probably actually not even risk it. And I'll probably have to heal before Rival 5 fight even starts in that scenario. Which is fine, I just need to know that I'm going to do it. Anyway, like I said, let's not worry about that until after I get through Archer. Because Archer could just kill the run, right? Archer has a propensity to just eliminate good runs. I'm going to pull up trainer data right now, though, while I'm doing this. Good job. Pressing the B button instead of the A button. Always a good menuing technique. Still not terrible yet. What's my special attack and my speed? 120 and 115. Getting that speed EV, or AV, makes me happy. That Boomerang miss is very terrifying. Please self-destruct turn 2. Okay, it's self-destructed. So we still might get a good Archer fight here. Boomerang, into Eradicate. Oh my gosh, it focused energied. Of course it did. Never lucky with Cubone. Cubone never wants to cooperate. Just hit your Boomerang here, at least. Alright. Miraculously, we're still getting a 4-turn Archer fight. That was about as bad as an archer fight can go while still being 4 turns. So I guess it wasn't bad at all in the end. But it was a terrifying little moment there, when it looked like it might be going wrong. Okay, yeah, Pidgeot has 127 speed. And it has Sand Attack. So we do have to think about that going forward. And we have to think about how we handle that fight in general. Honestly, if I'm low on health, and I'm slower, it might just go for Air Slash and try to kill me. Which also would be a bad thing, obviously. So there's a potential I'll lose time on Rival 5. I guess that's the whole moral of what I've been saying for the last 5 minutes. The problem is that any not 4-turn Rival 5 fight is slow. And I also don't know how to do it. Like, I don't know where to put that X accuracy in. I might just have to risk things, which sounds really terrifying. So hopefully I don't... Hopefully it just doesn't come to that. Hopefully we get a lot of speed AVs here. Our Starmie's nice and fast. We don't get Sand Attacked. Anyway, like I said, that's a future me problem. We won't know what our Starmie stats are at level 50 for a little while. But it seems pretty unlikely, honestly, that I'm going to grab 12 speed stat, or go up by 12 in 4 levels. It seems a little bit unlikely, at least. Obviously, I'm hoping I'm wrong, but consider me at least a little bit scared. Alright, nothing crazy here, Dodrio, please. Or Wheezing, that's what I meant. Yep, see you later, Wheezing. On to the next fight. Alright, hello Giovanni, let's go. Let's hopefully get a nice fast fight here. Well, okay. Let's hopefully get a nice normal fight, no surprises. Nothing like a crit slash turn 1. Which has happened to me before. It's always very annoying when it does that. But no, it's just fake out. Oh yeah, I underspeed. I got a crit slash turn 2. That's right, I underspeeded. Oh, classic. I might have to heal on Sabrina then. In fact, I probably will have to heal on Sabrina. Oh, Starmie, your speed is so bad in this run. Obviously, it's not the end of the world, but... Yeah, I'm just going to assume that we're going to underspeed the Pidgeot. And that I need to plan around it. For now, that plan is just to... Well, I don't know. What is the plan right now? I guess the plan is to just hope it doesn't use Sand Attack. And it just Air Slashes or something. If it does that, we should be fine. But once again, we'll see. Alright, there's our Porygon. So we're at our 50 Pokemon. That's always nice. 50 Pokemon that includes a Tangela, which is always good. I'm pretty sure that was the first Tangela I had ever captured in an any percent run of this game, which is really nice. Or really cool, at least. Maybe not nice, but... Nice shopping. Alright, let's go to Sabrina. Like I said, my health is a little bit low, so I'm probably going to have to heal during this fight. I'm going to do it during the fight. I'm not going to do it afterwards or anything. It's not that big of a deal. Probably just turn 2, honestly. I think that'll be the ideal time to heal here. Oop. Nice teleporter. Also nice teleporter. Oh boy. That one was better. There we go. Finally performed a little bit better. I guess at least at this point, we're not going to be risking anything to a crit. We just know that this Starmie is not that good. Alright, fair enough. Those teleporters weren't great, but they weren't awful, I guess. I'm guessing we'll lose about 10 to 15 seconds here. Probably 10 to 15, yeah. If I had to guess. Alright. Really, Mr. Mime? You're gonna go for the turn 2 light screen? That's just mean. It also got a Spadef drop. Which means I have to Hyper Potion instead of Super Potion. I guess I shouldn't complain about that because I was already planning on having another turn here on this fight. On the Mr. Mime portion. So, It ended up being the same, but... yeah, I guess we knew we were going to lose time on the split. Good. I didn't click the wrong move. And yeah, it's all good. One extra turn, and I did get a burn, which is unfortunate, but, you know, we take those. We'll accept what happened there. I have 123 special attack and 119 speed. And also split a second late. Alrighty, all of these guys can go away. Did I do everything there? I think I did. I think I did everything I absolutely need to do. I'm getting much better at that menu. That's always one of the hardest menus in the game for me. Because it's the most involved menu in the game, but... I know Wartab's route has changed to using a Max Elixir on that menu as well. And I probably should, honestly, use a Max Elixir there. But I don't know. I'm fine with using it on the next menu as well. The best reason I could think of to not use it on the next menu is because you're not always going to heal on the next menu. But it's fine. Like, it doesn't really matter that much. Plus, sometimes your PP is actually good enough after Koga that you don't need to Elixir at all. Which is really cool. Anyway, yeah, 129 special attack. I think I said 120 low speed. It's low enough speed that I don't feel very confident here in the fact that we're going to outspeed Pidgeot. In fact, I don't think we are going to outspeed Pidgeot, so we'll try to figure it out. I gotta see what to do. As always, let's count the bad turns on Koga. Or on Koga's gym. So far, it's 0. Alright, there's one bad turn. The run 2 nights ago had a double protect, so as long as we don't get that, we should get at least a better Koga than that one, which is good. Okay, apparently I don't know where the walls are. I didn't really hit any of the other walls, at least. Alright, yeah, we're doing well. So that is the benefit, or the negative part of Max Elixiring, or not Max Elixiring on the previous menu, is that I'm going to have kind of an extra Max Elixir on this next menu. Hey, that's nice. That's a good skull or protect to see. So yeah, we're definitely not going to need to heal on this fight. That's okay. I still have to use the max elixir. I only have 5 skulls left. And everything still is going to try to protect me. All the bugs are protecting here. I suppose if I really wanted to try to not max elixir at all on any given run, I would Thunderbolt the Golbat, but I don't really care that much about it. This is a good Koga gym. We're going to gain some time on this split. Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with that one. Alright, so this is starting to look again like the run a couple nights ago that had a really good chance until it got crit on Champion. But we're in kind of the same ballpark here. With the one exception that Starmie's slow. So if we can get through that little thing, I think we're in good shape. I guess the other thing here is that we don't have that great a special attack. So we may potentially set up extra X specials on certain fights. I don't know yet. Alright, so we need the max elixir. Let's make sure we actually use the max elixir. All my items are in weird places because I still have a ton of items, apparently. Max repels are usually 2 slots over from that, so... Or 2 slots that way. My camera is still flipped between where I imagine my body parts being and where the camera actually shows on the stream. One of these days I might fix that. Alright, anyway, cutscene time. I do have an X attack left, so my X defenses are going to be 1 slot over from where they are sometimes. Just gotta remember that when I'm menuing for Dugtrio. One more cutscene and then we're finally ready to start fighting again. Next decision I gotta make is about Naomi. And I gotta think about Naomi. I really do. This Starmie special attack is solid, but not great. So Hydro Pump's not guaranteed, but it's probably going to be close. Right, I don't have to mash A going into this gym. There goes like half a second. Whoops. Alright, hang on. My HP looks kind of slightly low here, compared to where it normally is. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just making that up. But I think I usually am in the 130s by now. This Starmie wasn't that spectacular, CP-wise, so... It kind of makes sense that all the stats are just average right now. Besides speed, which is just bad, but we really shouldn't be expecting anything too great about Starmie. I almost did that correctly. I got pretty close to him before he actually saw me. Alright, let's go Hydro Pump. Uh-oh. I like how, instead of going for the X Special Scald and just healing after the fight, I went for the totally unnecessary, go for Hydro Pump again, and heal there. I don't think that was the right way to do that, actually. I think I should have just gone for Hydro Pump again. Without Rapidash. I talked to that guy from really far away, as well. Like, there's a huge gap in between me and this Karate King, I think. That's really weird. Alright, so we're probably going to lose a bit of time on this split. Because of that Hydro Pump miss. And I still think I'm going to underspeed Pidgeot. Or at least Speed Tie. I might Speed Tie with it. If I Speed Tie with it, we're definitely going for it. Without question. Without healing, even. Alright, left, up. For X defense. One more. I'm gonna have to heal. No, I'm not, because it went for Slash instead of Earthquake. If it went for Earthquake again, I would have had to heal there. Before Arrival 5, that is. That was doing way too much damage. Alright, so how much time did that Hydro Pump miss cost us? And the slightly bad tactical decision. We're gonna see right here. Oh, we're faster than Pidgeot. Nice. My speed went up way more than I thought it was going to. Okay, then there's no problems on this fight. We're still exactly three seconds ahead. Alright, get out of here, Giovanni. No one wants to hear your sob story. You're a criminal mastermind. Well, maybe not a mastermind, but definitely a criminal. That's true. Only criminal masterminds tend to get defeated by children. That's a very common trope in video games, movies, books. Really just everywhere. It's one of the defining features of a criminal mastermind. In real life, I mean, in real life, children are not as smart as they are in media. And they don't have access to the resources that are necessary usually either to take down an intricate criminal syndicate. Truly unfortunate for the kids. No, I'm not suggesting to give kids anything. Kids are usually more sure of themselves than they probably should be. I know I was when I was young. Speaking of sure of ourselves, what do we want to do about Naomi and her Kangaskhan? I've missed my first Hydro Pump of the run. Should we risk the second? It's not quite a guaranteed kill here. I'm just trying to evaluate the time right now to see if I think that Naomi is necessary. I'm thinking of using 3x specials on Lorelei, and probably Champion as well. So perhaps we should offset that by doing 1 controller Naomi. I have lost 2 runs to this in the past that were world record pace. However, the Starmie is currently 0 for 1 on Hydro Pumps, and I feel like it needs to, you know, well, okay, it's 1 for 2. Step it up just a bit. Because it didn't hit the 1 controller Hydro Pump. It needs to prove it belongs here. I can tell I'm going for it because I don't even have my hand on the second controller right now. And we're already there, so here we go. Us and Ace Trainer Naomi. I can always pull out the second controller if I get scared too. Easy. You say easy every time, but I have lost at least 2 world record pace runs to that fight by missing Hydro Pump. So, you know, it's always a little bit intimidating. Many of the Starmies don't make it there. So once again, we find ourselves in a position where pretty much the only things that could stop world record are Alexa, Lance, and Champion. Alexa should be easy, and Lance and Champion just, I need to avoid crits, and that's it. So 3 fights left. 1 is just skipping it. I almost never hit Alexa. I've hit her like twice in my entire time, so. I guess Hypnosis can also be somewhat annoying. Luckily, Starmie is amazing and dodged both of them. I believe it's 16% to dodge 2 Hypnosis. How many Pokemon are going to get annihilated by rocks? What do you mean rocks? There's no rocks in this game. I don't say anything about leaks. Or I try not to. There have been people in chat that have mentioned them, so just be careful. But I try to keep as leak-free as possible in my commentary, because I know that people have not been looking and want to stay leak-free. I'm not going to say anything about leaks for the rest of the run, so don't worry about that. Yeah, no PP max. We don't need any PP max here. Yeah, I mean, don't worry, my thumbnails are all just very simple, whatever Twitch's default is. That was actually really close. I almost missed that. Yeah, it is really hard to get no spoilers on the internet right now. That being said, I mean, so... Were you there for both of my Alexa hits? I've hit Alexa, I'm pretty sure, just twice. Like, it's actually just been twice, so... It's amazing that you managed to catch both of them. I know everything, yeah. So, you don't need to worry about spoiling me. But I'm not going to spoil you. I'm not going to go out of my way to say anything. I've tried to be very careful about what I say on stream. Are there story spoilers all over YouTube as well? Yeah, I probably will avoid the story spoilers. I would like to kind of play through the game myself. See what's going on. Anyway, this time is pretty solid. It's gonna be a decent victory road. Hopefully we won't be too far off the goal time here. We're definitely not going to be at the goal time, and we're probably going to lose a little bit of time to the goal time here, but it's not bad. Yeah, the Dex was honestly the first thing that I looked at when I've been following every single Dex spoiler religiously, basically. What was the best evil team? Platinum. Or whatever the Platinum was. It was Galactic or something. The one with Cyrus. I don't know if that's actually true. Okay, Team Skull is cool in its own way. You've already planned out your in-game team? I still have no idea what I'm going to go with. It'll probably depend on where the distribution of things is. I know it probably will be... For me, it'll be all new Pokemon, because I tend to do that. I like getting some experience with some new things, at least in my first playthrough. But we'll see. Yeah, it does depend on stats and moves. As far as I know, that hasn't been leaked very much, so... I could be wrong, but... No, I have not decided on the starter. I gotta think about it. Man, Rapidash hit level 45, really? I guess it usually does that now. Because I keep catching it really early. I did on this run, so... No, I don't think any of the starters will be that great competitively. We're not skipping full restore, by the way, guys. Anyway, yeah. I'm gonna do 2 X specials on this fight. On the Lorelei fight. I might miss a range or 2. It's a possibility. You couldn't have only seen me skip full restores. I don't skip the full restore that often. I do it a lot, but... like, there's no reason to in this run, because I'm 55 seconds ahead. That's amazing if you've only seen me skip full restore. Because like I said, I don't do it that often. Alright, so we gotta go for Hydro Pump on Jinx. Thunderbolt to roll on Lapras. We're still gonna go for it, but it's a good roll. But I'm gonna try to keep the time save up here. When I think of Lorelei, my head spins round and round. That's as far as I'm going. For now. Alright, so this is a range. Starmie's not that good, so we got it anyway. It's all good. Jinx is a Hydro Pump. Don't miss, please. I have no idea where it's from. Alright, I dodged Lovely Kiss. We're still good. I dodged Blizzard. We're still good. Oh boy. This Starmie has missed, what, 3 Hydro Pumps now? Well, there goes the time save on, maybe I should have just set up a 3rd X special. In hindsight, that was better, but obviously, like, usually you're not going to miss 2 of those. Alright, so minor time loss in this fight. I got lucky that neither of those 2 things hit. Percent on all 4 of those missing? I don't know. 0.2 times 0.2 times 0.25 times 0.3, whatever that comes out to. What is that? 1/25 times 3 2/50ths. 0.3%, I believe. If I'm doing my mental math correctly. Which I probably am, but I might not be. It works though, we take it. Alright, this is gonna decide, this special attack stat's probably gonna decide how the rest of the run goes. Well, not this one, I guess the next one. 138, alright. Yeah, 0.3%. See, I can do mental math while I'm thinking about the game. And we hit the last one, so that's all good. That's all we needed to do. Alright, Agatha. Always a scary fight. Always a terrifying fight, really. But as long as everything goes well, we should be okay. As always, I have the full restore, so nothing should go wrong on this fight. Let's use the right item. Hey! Power of Love. Strikes again. Shouldn't have got the full restore. What a waste. I should always trust in my Starmie. Starmie never lets you down. That was Starmie making up for those 2 missed Hydro Pumps right there. Starmie wanted to show that it still loves me. Still wants to win this run. Alright, so the 2 scary fights are left still. That is the one intimidating thing here. I believe that everything on the next fight is guaranteed, so I just have to not die. Which is sometimes easier said than done. Okay, so I think my X specials were in... My X special defenses, that is, were 1 slot down before, so now that I've used the elixir, they should be down and left. We'll see how smart I am here. How much I was actually paid attention. If that's right or not. I was right. Nice. Alright, please don't go for Hydro Pumps. Actually, please do go for Hydro Pumps. Go for 3 more of those. Or just dodge a Hyper Beam. That's fine too, Starmie. Realistically, I should have waited a turn to do that, but it's fine. Why risk a crit? Why put yourself in red HP? So my special attack isn't that great, so next fight, we have to decide whether to go for 2 X specials or 3. There's a good argument for either one. Let's see what my special attack is before I make that decision, kind of the final decision. $144 special attack. Okay, I will go for 2 with 144. It is a bit of a risk. Well, I'll consider where my health is. If I feel like it's a good idea. Like, I'm going to play to what I think my best play is, regardless of the risk or not. So we'll just have to decide what that is. I think, honestly, I probably will just use a 3rd, because I have to use 2 on Pidgeot anyway. So since I have to use 2 on Pidgeot, I think we want to just use a 3rd on Vileplume. Because that one doesn't cost much time, the Vileplume special attack. Hey Nora, it's time. We have a chance here, right? This is where I died yesterday. I was less far ahead, but... Or not yesterday, but 2 nights ago I died right here. A nice solid Mega Pidgeot crit. Well, I think I was 30 seconds ahead that day. So yeah, 3x specials here. Let's make sure we actually use the item. Alright, it just comes down to crits. Seadra already crit me once today, so... Gotta try to get a miss. Nope, no miss there. That's fine. Miss. Nope. Alright, I am just gonna X special this time. Alright, we're good. We got it. Oh, man. That would have been the perfect time for Vileplume to suddenly not use Solar Beam. And just surprise the hell out of me with Sludge Bomb or something. Oh man, this has been a long time coming though. It's been a really long, maybe not a long journey, but it's been a really crazy journey to get here. I've lost, I think now 4 world record runs to either Hydro Pump misses or unlucky crits. So the fact that everything has finally come together, assuming I click the right moves for these last 2 things, it feels really good. I'm really happy about this. Just gotta keep mashing a little bit longer. Make sure I Thunderbolt Slowbro. Let's not Psychic Slowbro and lose the run right here. It's not a great 303, but it's a solid 303. Oh yeah, I couldn't Psychic Slowbro. I'm out of Psychics. Oh, what a beautiful run. This one was really good. There were a few parts of it that weren't good. There were a few parts that went wrong. But we got it with, what, 10 days to spare, too. Sword and Shield still isn't out yet. Didn't even have to start resetting for natures. This is a neutral Pikachu. That is crazy. Yeah, I'm really happy about this one. I worked really hard at this. I've been streaming pretty much every single day since I started playing this game, so... Finally getting it feels really good. $303.53, very nice. So, I got world record by 32 seconds. That's nice. Let me look back at these splits. I was ahead this entire run. Hey, thank you for the bits. I appreciate that. 303 bits for the 303 time. Yeah, this run was really good at the start, and then... Route 10 catches were really bad. Rock Tunnel was okay. Route 10 was really the problem here. Thank you for that sub, Scraps. Let's see. I had 4 turns on both Jesse and James fights because Pikachu wasn't very high special attack. So Pikachu itself wasn't actually that good, but Pikachu crit a lot of Pokemon. Pikachu crit both of the first 2 fights to save a turn, and it also crit the Kangaskhan in Rock Tunnel. So Pikachu actually... While it didn't get the save turns in Jesse and James where I normally want them, it did do awesome. The Lorelei fight was really cool with the double Hydro Pump miss into Blizzard and Lovely Kiss misses. That was really funny. So I really liked that part. Archer was terrifying, but still ended up being 4 turns somehow. Even though I had to use a Super Potion and Cubo missed a Boomerang, I still somehow got a 4-turn Archer. Koga was solid. Yeah, Starmie missed 3 Hydro Pumps in this run, but you know what Hydro Pump it didn't miss? It didn't miss the Hydro Pump on Naomi. Task could absolutely get sub 3 Pikachu. Because Task is just going to throw balls very quickly, immediately. It's going to crit a lot. How does it feel to be the world record holder in this game? It feels fantastic. Before this ends, by the way, before the credits ends, I want to really thank all of you guys for being here. Everyone that's supported me, whether you've been here just a day or right now or all over the place, or all the time. It's made it a lot more fun to speedrun with Twitch. I didn't know that coming into it, so thank you for the GG, Jose Javier. The other person I really want to specifically thank is Wartab. Wartab has answered so many of my questions all over, or as I've been learning this game, and the large majority of what I do is Wartab's routing. And I've done a lot of stress testing on it to kind of optimize it and get it better, but the core of everything I've done here is because of Wartab, and I've asked Wartab so many questions over the months, and Wartab has been here helping me out. So, none of this is possible without Wartab. Wartab has done so much for me. Thank you, Sunpause. This was excellent, for sure. Yeah, now we're actually ready for Sword and Shield. I could do some. I'm probably going to do some fun runs for a while. I didn't quite get to the 30330, but I think we're satisfied with this for now. What this most likely means is I'm going to do some all-obtainable Pokemon, at least one night. I'm going to actually complete a full run of all obtainable Pokemon in one night. What else? I'm not going to do a Professor Oak challenge yet. I'm going to do a couple EV runs probably, just to get that time down, because my EV time is like a 307 something right now. It's not super good. It's easy to fix. We can watch this cutscene, actually. I don't think I've ever watched this cutscene. Oh, Pikachu's got some flowers. That wasn't a very long cutscene. Yeah, what else? Professor Oak's challenge is still a little bit too long for me, probably. Right now. It's hard for me to do a 7 or 8 hour stream. I mean, I want to get my Kabutops time down. I don't know if I'm going to do that now or later. I could try to route Kingler. I want to route Pikachu first. Pikachu might be fun to route. I think Pikachu is my priority over Kingler first. Or at least for now. I have not done a Zapdos. Thank you for gifting that sub to Wartab. Wartab deserves it. Even though there's no emotes here, I really gotta get on that. What's special about Kingler? Actually nothing. Kingler's bad. Okay, so you say Magikarp. Magikarp is actually undoable, but Gyarados actually has been done. I think Durfinger did it. And the time is like a 3:30 or something. Somewhere in that range. How do I get to the judge? The crazy thing about this one is none of these Pokemon were that great stat-wise. Like, I've had much better Pokemon than these, but the time was really good. Everything went well. And while I say everything went well, there were a lot of things in this run, well, at least some things that didn't go that well. There's still a ton of time save here. Oh yeah, we got the super hype Charmander catch. That was nice. Yeah, look at the craziness of the catches there. There's no Rhyhorn in this run. I got world record without Rhyhorn, guys. What is that? I had to catch a Tangela. Yeah, Tangela's on that catch list. Charmander. Exactly. Wiggly Woo world record. Wiggly Woo did it. I don't know if I've ever caught a Tangela in this game, except for when I did all obtainable Pokemon one night. That's the only time I ever caught a Tangela, though. So I didn't even know how hard it was. Chansey. I was taking a huge gamble when I said Tangela was going to be easier than Chansey. Or when I decided it might be. But yeah, honestly, I don't think I made any super major mistakes in this run. I think I played this pretty well. Which is really nice, too. That's really satisfying. When you actually do everything correctly. Alright, let's look at these Pokemon. Look at all our champions here. I'm going to keep this save file, I think. I think once we get the world record, this is the save file that deserves to stay. I'm going to stop using Speedrun 7 profile, and I'm just going to keep this one forever. Because this is really the most important one to me. Yeah, Pikachu is hardy. Look, it's poisoned. It's got 21 HP. Oh, hang on. Pikachu, what are you looking so sad for? Yeah, I suppose I shouldn't save over it. Yeah, let's pet the Pikachu. I actually remember today. Look how happy Pikachu is. Pikachu deserved this. She was great. She was a winner. This run, you knew this one was the run. Because this Pikachu in the... Oops. This Pikachu in the first 2 fights that they run. Crit the Rattata and crit Eevee twice. So I was like 15 seconds ahead. Just right at the start. That's actually the difference between this one. Chansey catch rate is 30. Tangela 45. See, I'm a genius. On accident. Alright, what else? Pikachu, you want some berries? I don't have very many interesting berries, but you can have this. Alright, hang on. I've got an idea. No, wait, we wanted to keep that on. Let's get the battle effects on. Let's give Pikachu a real chance to dominate something. Pikachu needs to go in the party first, though. I have not checked all... Here, I'll check all the stats first. Let's do that. So, Pikachu stats. It was hardy, but look at this. 66 special attack. That's not really great. 76 attack is good. So I don't want to underscore or understate how solid 76 attack is. Pikachu did solid throughout the run. Honestly, all the physical attack parts. It's just those double battles on Jesse and James that it couldn't get 3-turn fights on, but you know, it crits so many things throughout the run that I'm not that worried about it. The Pikachu did well, despite not having the perfect stats. We might as well check everything that we used, right? Let's look at Oddish. Oddish was calm. It had minus attack. The special attack was only okay, so Pikachu had to double kick Onyx, so, you know, nothing super special there, but it works. Butterfree was pretty normal. Look at that Butterfree, fantastic special attack. I was worried that it might not get the coughing, and with fantastic special attack, it was definitely getting the coughing. What about you, Arcanine? This Arcanine special attack actually wasn't very good. And you can see it right there, look, it's barely off the middle. So the thing about this Arcanine, it didn't knock out the Gloom. Oh yeah, this is where I lost time. On Route 6, I didn't get Growlithe or Abra the first time through, so I had to lure and wait for a Growlithe to spawn. So I did lose a bunch of time there. I had to lure on the way back and wait for a Growlithe to spawn, that is. But yeah, this Arcanine had very bad special attack, and it didn't knock out the Gloom in one hit, but you know what it did do? It burned the Gloom. Because this run was just destined to win. It had crits, it had burns, and it had good execution all the way through, really. It wasn't just crits and burns, obviously. I'm probably overstating that a little bit. It also had a slow Sabrina because Sabrina was 6 turns, so... we don't want to say everything was good. And I missed a lot of Hydro Pumps. What else? Nidoking. You are a very important Pokemon in this run. Nidoking was jolly. It had pretty solid attack, but not... okay, never mind. It had pretty bad attack. Good thing I X-attacked on the Rattata, so that it could actually knock it out, right? Yeah, but solid Pokemon right there. What else? I think this is the last Pokemon that I actually use. I could look at Dodrio's stats too, but you don't always need an X attack for Rattata. Like, I think that one probably would have still got Rattata without the X attack. I just do it to be safe, and also because it one-shots Voltorb with an X attack. And if you don't one-shot Voltorb, you have a 30% chance to get poisoned. Or to poison it, which wastes time, so. Using the X attack isn't technically good either, but yeah, this Starmie had very good special defense, pretty good special attack, and that speed scared me throughout the run. I really thought I was going to underspeed Pidgeot, and I ended up not being there. How's the Charmeleon? Let's look at it. Yeah, because Charmeleon was a clutch catch, right? Alright, Charmeleon looks completely average. It's a bashful Charmeleon. The important thing about Charmeleon is it got in the ball. But yeah, Charmeleon was average. Those stats are not going to win any competitive battles, unfortunately. Dodrio had good attack. I mean, Dodrio doesn't matter. Dodrio always knocks out Executor, so, you know. You take what you get with Dodrio. It's a modest Dodrio, so it's never valuable anywhere else. Here's your Wiggly-Woo. It's a 1-star Pokemon. It's a 1-star Pokemon that did get in the ball immediately, though, so we'll take it. But, yeah. You can see it up at the corner. Up there. Okay stats. But, okay means bad. Pokemon is just not nice enough to, or is nice enough to not say that. Can you use Wiggly-Woo for competitive? Tangrowth is pretty good in, OU. Tangela itself, no. Tangrowth is really strong because it has Regenerator and is fairly bulky. And has pretty good coverage. Solid stats. In general. But not this version, that's for sure. Alright, anything else I want to look at? I don't think so. I think I've looked at every Pokemon that deserves to be looked at here. So I want to see here. Let me just check. Did I heal up Pikachu? I did not. Yeah, Starmie doesn't need that. Let's give Pikachu one last fight. Ride off into the sunset on our beautiful Pikachu. Just fight this random girl here. Give him the good old Pika-Papow. One of the coolest moves in the game, for some reason. I'm still not exactly sure why Pika-Papow exists, but I'm glad it does. The person with a Metapod over their head is a Master Trainer. Oh yeah, I turned animations on, that's why everything's going so slow. Because I wanted to see the Pika-Papow animation. It's the Metapod Master Trainer, so you could fight him, he's got a good old Metapod. Alright, anyway. We got it, guys. Months of hard work paid off today. Could give Pikachu one more pet. If I can find the screen. Where's the screen? There it is. Yeah, anyway, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for watching.